Hi, I'm Alex Fleri, and I'm an actor and a producer based on the Gold Coast. Taekwondo and Aikido were my two main martial arts. I also went into judo, a little bit of jiu-jitsu, and kickboxing as well, and then did boxing. So that was always kind of part of my DNA growing up. And then when I moved to Australia, really the body had taken too much of a bashing with the tournaments and the heavyweight punches and too much thrown around. So I looked for something a little bit more, less impact on the body. And I found the Stunt Academy on the Gold Coast. So I started training there, which is martial arts, but without trying to kill each other. So you're more partners rather than competitors. And so that world opened up the movie industry for me. So I had a producer single me out, and then a leading stunt coordinator who said, we can use you. Actually, I got to train with Jean-Claude Van Damme through the Stunt Academy. Pretty much Van Damme was the start of taking it a bit more seriously. I was actually a builder originally, and I had quite a large company. And he said, don't waste your time building. You should come into the movies. It'd be great fun. And blah, blah, blah. But as a builder, I was earning good money, so it's kind of hard to break away from that. Slowly but surely, I got one contract here, one contract there, doing some stunts, and it kind of grew. And then I got the opportunity to star in a movie in Perth called Avarice. That opportunity came about because of the COVID lockdowns, because the actor who was booked was in a state that couldn't travel to Western Australia, but Gold Coast you could still travel. So they needed somebody with a few, military skills and some stunt work, and who could do the acting. And so that was my first opening. And that was a transition. And in between that, I changed from building into real estate. Still do the real estate, and I think real estate is just as dangerous as stunts.
You're something that belongs to me.
Sons of Summer was an interesting one. Lionsgate made it very, very surfy. It started off a little bit darker, a bit more like No Country for Old Men or something like that in that kind of... It did get a little bit lighter, a little bit more fun and light-hearted as it went on. And so a lot of surf went into that movie. Parcher was great to work with, and also Isabel. And then we had Joe Davidson in that movie, and Tamura Morrison. What a legend. Yeah, Tamura Morrison, Ted. My role was actually originally Tem's role. So Tem liked the movie, liked the script. Yeah, I'll come and do it, but I want to play Frank. And so I switched to play a character called Rick. And Rick is a bit of a wheeler dealer. He's a bit of a meddler, and he's a little bit dodgy, I guess. He's setting everybody up against each other. Actually, he's the main cause for all the dramas in the movie, because he's never quite straight with everybody, and he's always misleading one character against another character. So it's quite a good role. I have a good fight scene with Tem in that. That was good fun on the day. And that was shot all on the Gold Coast. And from that movie, what you'll find is that there's nowhere better, more beautiful to deal drugs than the Gold Coast. That's the best place.
Here we are on set. Check this out. I'm on the jet. On the set, on the jet. This is the first class lounge for Zombie Plane. Got a bar in here. Say hi, guys.
Hey, welcome first class.
This is first class, and those aren't zombies.
We were at a drinks function for Sons of Summer and Avarice, and we had the cast, the crew, and a producer came up to me and said, look, I've got this movie. It's got Vanilla Ice. It's called Zombie Plane. And I said, we've got to do that movie. We've just got to do it. Let's do that movie. That's going to be amazing. And she said, do you want to read the script? I went, no, I got it. Vanilla Ice, rapping, pop culture, cheesy lines, sexy girls, zombies on a plane. I got it. There was a lot of kind of groundwork that was required on that. And so I was behind the scenes helping. And then in addition to that was also helping with the finance and getting the financial packages together. So that was executive producer and then co-producer, now listed formally on IMDb. So yeah, so excited to see Zombie Plane coming through. Dan reached out to either Jess, who's the main producer, Jess Butland, or somebody who knew Jess, and then that linked back from Dan reaching back to Chuck Norris. It was just like such an impact because it was fun at Vanilla Ice and Sophie Monk level, and then when we hear Chuck Norris is coming in, it did cause some ripples in the budget, so we had to adjust things as we went with that. But it was, as I said to Jess, so we can't afford not to do this. We need Chuck Norris. If that's an opportunity in front of us, we just have to make it work. We used the Spring Queensland studios in Brisbane just for location space. The two of them are funny, and they're funny together. They're funny separately. They're funny with crew and with cast. They're both a delight to be around. Rob Vanilla Rob, such a good energy, and he did a private rap for us on the zombie plane. He gave us a private performance, and Sophie was fun as well, and she kind of ad-libbed a lot, I think, and that kind of added to the flavour of it. We were just killing ourselves laughing. So it was fun to see the two of them working together and interacting with everybody and kind of getting the best out of the comic performances. Thanks for watching, guys, and really hope you get to follow our journey as we develop more movies and series on the Gold Coast, and you can watch these wonderful characters come alive.